Hi and welcome to another episode of Word Mentality on Grammar and Thongs, and today I'm looking at the names of the days of the week. Now they all come from celestial bodies, from the moon, stars and planets. And we don't know who first came up with this idea, but certainly it was brought to Europe by the Romans. And so Latin is the language that we need to look to for the origin. Now for the Romans, the names of the planets were often also the names of some of their gods. And this link to the gods can be seen, and the link to Latin is particularly clear when you look at Romantic languages like French. Okay, but for English, it's a little bit more complicated, and that's because it went through Germanic tribes and Old English first, and sometimes they replaced the Roman gods with their own gods, and that's where we get our name. So let me explain each day of the week, and while it sounds complicated, it's actually pretty simple. Okay, Monday is the day of the moon, and that's from the Latin lunae dies, and of course that's where we get our words such as lunar for the moon. And so it was a logical link to lundi for the French. For us, it came through Old English, and so it became this, which also means Moon's Day. I'm not going to try and pronounce these ones, and that's how we got our word Monday. Tuesday was the day of Mars, and Mars was the god of war, which is why we get words like martial from that, martial law, martial arts, fighting. And so that was a logical link from there to there. For us, the Germanic tribes replaced it with their god, Tiwi or Tiwi, Tu or Tiwi. And Tiwi was, unsurprisingly, the god of war. So you can see the links coming through here. So it was Tiwi's day or Tuesday. Wednesday was the day of Mercury, okay? And that's where we get our word mercurial. If you know Romeo and Juliet, Mercutio is a character in that, and he had a mercurial nature, changing a lot, quick to change his mood. And so there's a logical link from there to the French word mercredi, but for us, the Germanic tribes replaced it with Odin or Woden, so it became Woden's day. Woden was swift, like Mercury, okay? If you remember the shoes with the little wings on it, that was Mercury. Thursday was the day of Jupiter, who was the god of the sky, and that's Jovis, and that's where we get words like jovial. If you were born under that planet, then you were considered to be jovial. And the link here is obvious, but for us, it went through the Germanic tribe, and they replaced it with their god of thunder, okay, who was Thor. So it became Thor's day and then Thursday. Friday was named after Venus, who was the goddess of love, and that's actually where we get the word venereal. And so this link is obvious, but the Old English, the Germanic tribes replaced it with Woden's wife, Frigg, and so it became Frigg's day and then Friday, and Woden's wife was the goddess of married love. So again, we can see the link here. And then we get to the weekend. Weekend is slightly different because what happened in those Romantic languages was religious observation was recognised. And so instead of Saturn's day, this became Samedi, which is actually the Sabbath's day. And then Sunday, excuse my writing there, Sunday became Dimanche, which means the Lord's day. But we didn't do that in English. It just went straight to Saturn's day in Old English, which was this word here, and then Saturday, and then Sunundag, which was the sun's day or day of the sun, down to Sunday. So these are actually the only two where we go from the Latin down to the English, whereas the rest of them go from the Latin up to the Romantic, and to get to the English you have to go through the Germanic tribes first. That's the days of the week. Thank you.